Welcome to the Psychic Investigations Tower. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. We are now live for February 2023. So let's go ahead and get the likes up and the subscriptions. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank y'all very much for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated, y'all. Thank y'all very much for showing y'all kindness and respect towards my channel. Okay, it's greatly appreciated on this end. If y'all want to leave any donations out of generosity, I do indeed have a link in the description box below. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for the current energy for February 2023. Okay. So what do we have, Holy Spirit? God, what do we have for February 2023? What do we have for February 2023? February, oh, Wheel of Fortune. I don't know where I'm getting this message from, but I know it's coming from somewhere. I keep hearing Mason here. There's something that some of you out there may not be aware of, that your fortune is to be a master one. That's what I'm getting here. Your fortune is to be a master degree one. For some of you out there, because they got some type of ancient knowledge right here that only you know about, that you can teach. You're not going to teach anybody else. You're going to completely keep it silent and restricted. There's something that's meant to be taught, but not to just anybody. This is giving me some type of master spiritualist. Like some of you out there could be a master spiritualist. But some of you may not realize it, or you could be waking up to something. That you have the ability to be in this high rank position, or to rank up to a high level position by learning and earning your degree here. Something about a degree being earned every step of the way. This is part of your fortune here. I could care less what anybody else out there says about Mesa or whatever. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't even know what they're talking about to start with. Because that's all about honor, morals, respect, and having a close connection with God and respecting people. That's where that comes from. So ignore what these other people be saying. I will put that out there. Okay? It's all about brotherhood and helping people. Helping people that need help, being generous, very generous. Believing in the Lord, having a close connection. Knowing that you will be with Him when you pass. Because you're the energy behind that vessel. But some of you out there have a destiny at being in this position. And you have always been drawn to something about Egypt here. Something about Egyptology. Some of you could have been drawn to the pyramid with the third eye in the middle. There's a reason why you've been drawn to that type of symbolism. It's because of this. And just like I said, I'm not going to give all information. I'm going to just give a very general, specific reading and keep it simple. Okay? But a lot of you out there have some type of knowledge that you're not going to teach to just anybody. This is where it's coming from. You know to keep it secretive and on lockdown. Because of respect. Because of some type of level of respect that you have for yourself and also others. Even though you may have not joined yet. For some of you out there that have, like you're being guided to join. Some of you, this could be part of your destiny here. To learn something new. Or this could be just a mastered spiritualist. That some of you out there may just now be getting started on. Okay? So ignore what everybody else has to say about what you want to do with your life. Because the place that it's coming from is them trying to embed the seed of doubt in your mind. Trying to embed the seed of fear in your mind. That's the synchronicity right there. And that's an Amtrak that's going by. I can hear it. Amtrak has a specific sound to it rather than a freight train. So a Mason has been reaching out. So some of you have contacted or somebody spoke to you. Bro, believe it or not, they have respect. Like they're not, I'm telling you, this is something that would be very good for you, for some of you out there. Based on the type of knowledge that you have, that you are keeping secretive, This is something that they may respect about you. Something about some type of teachings. You may be some type of, because I'm looking at Egyptian on top of this Wheel of Fortune. There's something to do with a sword. Bro, I'm telling you, that's a symbolism right here. There's something to do with a sword and the Egyptian on top of this Wheel of Fortune. And there's something that can't be read here. That's why it's giving me Mason vibes. Some of you out there was called, you have ancestors that are Masons in the spirit world right now. And I'm pretty sure that other people, even though you may not have your degree, they may take one look at you and tell that you would have one heck of a destiny in there and rank up to the 33-degree master. You will become a 33-degree master, I'm telling y'all. Some of you have this calling. Some of you out there may have had a grandfather, which is your dad's dad or your mama's dad. Could have been a master 33-degree. That would actually be a good thing for you. Bro, you know how much respect they get? You know? Then you already have this type of knowledge here. You have some type of knowledge that you haven't revealed, and it's not meant to be revealed. It's not meant to be revealed. It's meant to be kept secretive. It's meant to be kept secretive. And a lot of you out there have some type of destiny here at being that person. All right, y'all, I'm back. But anyways, so some of you have a destiny at being in this position here. You may already be an astrologist. So this could be astrology. So some of you out there may be a master astrologist. You may be a Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio that may be a master astrologist. I know that there's a Leo out there that is already in this position. I have seen his skill. He's actually very good at that, like a master astrologist. So you may be a Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, or Scorpio. That's a fixed sign here. Wheel of Fortune in the world stands for a fixed sign. You are called to be in this position for a reason. Some of you have some type of great grandpa, or you have a grandfather. It could be your great grandfather. So some of you out there have a grandpa that has possibly passed over, because I'm looking at somebody in the clouds. Somebody has already had knowledge. It's being passed down from your spiritual DNA that you are meant to be in that position. You're meant to carry the sword of truth. Sacred knowledge. I don't know why I said sacred, but it's secretive. Something about secretive, sacred knowledge that's not meant to be revealed to just anybody. This is giving me Mason. I'm telling you. And you're not going to reveal it to anybody. You're not. You're going to keep it on lockdown. It's like your intuition feels it. Your intuition feels the confirmation. Even though you may not want to do that. Some of you out there may be a master spiritualist, and there's some things that you refuse to teach about because it's not meant for everybody to know. This is something that other people may respect you. They may respect this about you. You may not even know the handshake. But it don't matter. There's something that you're being respected for here. You're in your power, but a magician is a very powerful energy. There may be a Virgo somewhere. Something about a Virgo here. There may be a Virgo watching over you. That may be in a position of power. This may be an official. Something to do with an official here. There may be officials that may have that position. Okay? And there may be a Virgo behind the scenes watching over you that knows that you're very skilled here at what you do for your destiny. And I'm getting that they greatly respect you for that. The magician is all about somebody that you cannot figure out. No matter how much people try to study, they will never find out this type of knowledge because it's meant to be kept on lockdown. Some of you out there have some type of sacred knowledge that you're refusing to teach to the public eye here. You're not going to put it in the public eye. You're meant to work at something behind the scenes, and I'm getting that this is leading to Mason. Some of you out there have a destiny. I'm telling you, you would rank to this position very quickly because of the information that you have. that was already gifted to you since birth. Just like I said, you may have a some type grandpa. I'm hearing great grandpa and grandpa for sure. He was a master 33 degree. That's what I'm getting here intuitively. He may have been a Virgo or a fixed sign, a Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, or Scorpio. That's the 4 fixed signs. So some of you out there have some type of skill here. There's a mastered skill here that you have. Very mastered at what you do. This could be representing astrology. You know a lot about astrology. You know a lot about energy. How energies really work. How energy forms a personality, but it forms multi-dimensional personalities. This is what energy does. And you are somebody that's well experienced on universal law. You're well experienced on what happens to the body when it involves energy coming through the body, somewhat similar to electricity. Because electricity, you really can't explain, like you know it's powerful, but there's a mystery beyond it. This is something that you are right here. This is something that you have that's embedded within you in your spiritual DNA, because just because we have a physical DNA, we also have a spiritual DNA, and this is something that's coming from your spiritual bloodline of your ancestral bloodline in the spirit world, which is why you're able to do these type of how can I explain this? This is why you're capable of doing what you're doing. Put it to you like that. So some of you may already have a powerful position at being a magician here, which will represent you know a lot about spirituality. You know a lot about Egypt, ancient Egypt. You know a lot about why that Egyptian is on top of that Wheel of Fortune. Is because you know things and ways to be successful without even having to work hard at doing it. This is the type of knowledge you have. You refuse to teach about it publicly. That's why it's the stars in reverse here. But you also are a helping hand to a lot of people with the 6 of Pentacles. So even though you refuse that, you're still a generous person with a lot of respect. And you have respect for the spirit realm and also the other people that know about that too. This is the vibes that I'm getting. You're somebody that's very misunderstood. But the minute they take one look at you, they can tell that you're a powerful person. But it's not by you sitting there and broadcasting it and always talking. This is something that's felt energetically. This is something that's immediately felt in the presence of you. There could be something with your hands here that may give off signs. Something that may give off signs about the way you dress. You have a very unique way of dressing. Your eyes may be very intense. And you have a very upright posture of respect here. You don't have your head down. You have a very uplifting spirit of respect here. This is somebody that you are. And there's absolutely nothing. It's like people mistaking you all the time. People think that you don't know anything. But you give off the illusion as if you don't. Because you may be found alone at all times. So you are somebody that may be found alone at all times, but you're also fearless enough to stand alone, but you don't deserve to be alone, because I'm getting that there's other people that are starting to uncover who you are. May even be other Masons that's uncovering who you are, and they don't want to go again, like they don't want to make you feel like you're alone here or isolated because of your unique gifts here. You actually have some of them right here that respect you, believe it or not. They respect you. That's what it is. I'm getting a lot of respect here. Some of you out there need to do your research on who your grandfather was, because you're going to find out a lot of information that he was a master 33 degree. I'm telling you. And this was passed down to you through the spiritual DNA. It runs through the bloodline. And you may be the only one. You and him may be the only one, or several other people may be the only ones that have this power. You are somebody that's definitely destined of greatness here. You was called to be of greatness. You was called to be a secretive person. Somebody that does things in secret and you're very successful. This is represent some type of powers that you have. And you know exactly about that. You know about the laws of the universe, like I said. But this is deeper than the laws of the universe. This goes incredibly deep. And it's something that you know and you refuse to tell. This is what's given the mystery here. Like, you bring about a lot of mystery. But there's also some type of strong energy that you possess here. Like, there's a strong aura to you, a strong energy to you that gives off an incredible magnetism that just draws people to you. It makes people wonder who you are. It makes people wonder who you are. It sparks a lot of curiosity. It sparks a lot of people's awareness, because you're seen to be different. You're not seen like everybody else. You're seen in a complete different light, but in a positive way. Because of how creative you really are. You're the master of earth, air, fire, and water. It's right here in my card. We have right here, look. You have earth, which is the pinnacle. Then you have air, which is the sword. And then you have fire, which is the wands. And you have water, which is the cups. You're the master here. The magician is a very powerful card, teamed up with another major arcana. These are majors. And major represents you're a major person. Just like I said, you're mastered at something here. This could be astrology. This could be spirituality. It's all combined together, which will make you an incredible, powerful person. And some of you out there have one destiny, one heck of a destiny here. Something is giving off strong. I'm telling you, something is giving me strong. It's like a strong radiation here. A strong frequency. And believe it or not, there's other people that may not say anything because they're not meant to say anything. They're meant to keep it to themselves, but they will look at you and they'll know what you're talking about. There's other people right here that know that you know what you're talking about when it comes to this. And they know that you also have some type of knowledge. They respect you for that. And just like I said, some of this is not meant to be exposed publicly. And it's not bad. It's just not meant to be taught to everybody. It's meant to be with the star reversed here. So you are somebody out there that works on yourself without broadcasting it publicly here. Because you know exactly how energies work. But just like I said, you are somebody that has knowledge on energy. The laws of energy. The laws of aura. Because believe it or not, there's not just a physical law. There's a spiritual law. There's a universal law. You know that the universe is the exact opposite of what we believe physically here. Because the universe operates off a spiritual frequency. Because think about it. I'm going to break it down to details. When you really want something bad enough and you feel like you need that, don't it take more time to come to you? But the minute you forget about something, it immediately appears in front of your face. That is what I'm talking about, the laws of the universe, universal law, the laws of attraction here. But it's deeper than the laws of attraction. It's about that frequency spiritually. And you are somebody that knows about that. You know that some of these people out there, they try to manipulate the universe. But the wind cannot have its free will bent. The wind that blows, the air, the wind that blows, cannot have its free will manipulated. And you are somebody that this can't happen to, even though they got people that try to manipulate your frequency. You know about all of that. You know about energies trying to manipulate your frequency. You can see straight past the illusions because you're the magician. You are somebody that has the secrets of what they're doing. They try to manipulate your frequency because you're already mastered at what energy really feels like. You know how to determine your energy separated from others' energy. And that is very powerful. Because most people don't know about that. Most people don't even know about astrology. They don't even know how to read an astrology chart. They don't know about the rise and the moon sign and none of that. And it goes a lot deeper than that. They don't know conjunctions and stuff like that, how to really study. How to really break it down to detail. And I'm also getting spirituality. How powerful angels really are. Because you have angels all around you all the time. And the way that you connect to your angels is through the third eye and the crown chakra, because that's where the energy is felt and passed down from, which is your spiritual antenna, which is the crown chakra, that you catch all this information from. And you also have somebody that may be a grandfather, that may be in the spirit world right now, that was a master mason here, giving you this type of information, passing it down to you through your crown chakra, to allow you to see certain things and to keep it to yourself, but to use it to your advantage in order to become more powerful here. That's what I'm getting. There's nothing wrong about that. You are meant to be in this position for a reason. There's a lot of things meant to be kept secret for a reason. And I'm getting that other people that know about that also respect you highly for keeping it locked down. You ain't revealing it for nothing. It's locked. It's locked. It ain't going nowhere. It's locked. It's out of respect here. It's like this is something you feel intuitively. But you're also at the same time fearless enough to stand hard in your power. So some of you, your destiny is to be a master spiritualist, what I'm getting here. A master astrologist, a spiritualist. Some of you may already be that. Or you may be embarking on this journey to be this person. But I'm also getting that you will, it's like some of you out there are going to level up to that master degree. It's something here. This is mastered. This is mastered right here with the magician. It's a lot of skill. That's a major. So you're mastered in something. You have a lot of skill in something. And just like I said, some of you out there got a grandpa. You have a grandpa. I was master 33 because remember what I pulled when I seen the Hierophant the last few times? This will not resonate with everybody. But a very few of y'all out there have this power. It's like you're the only one that needs to see it for themselves as a type of energy I'm getting, because they're not going to tell you. They're not going to come up to you and tell you. It's meant for you to figure it out. And this is something you have figured out here. It's right there, right in your intuition, right in front of your face. You're being guided to see certain symbolisms. You know about the ancient knowledge beyond certain symbolism. That's a sign. And you also know that everything is a sign. Nothing is a coincidence. Everything is in sync with what's supposed to happen. That's something else that you know. It's like you're not blinded by something. You have finally, you're uncovering something here about yourself. This is all about being covered up. You're uncovering something about yourself, but you're keeping it. You're not going to let the public know that because it's not meant for them to see. Even though you may be a powerful person already that may be in that position. Some of you may not. Some of you may not even be in the public to where you could be seen. But even if you are in the public, you know better. You're somebody that knows how to keep your energy very It's like very it's like a never ending, like it's all kind of ways like this, like that. It's just like this symbol right here. People can't figure you out because your energy is fluid. Your energy can't fully be determined. Energy cannot fully be read when you're a magician. Because just like I said, you're the master of all elements. So you're mixing all the elements together and it's creating some type of mysterious power here that only you hold. It can be felt by other people, but it's very confusing to them. I'm gonna tell you why. It's because your ancestors knows that you're not meant to be read here. You're not meant to be understood. And that's perfectly fine to you. There's nothing wrong about that. Everything is right when it comes to that. Everything is right when it comes to that. That's the facts. That's the straight razor sharp facts. And just like I said, this symbolism right here, you think an average person could read into that? You know what this means here. You know what all this means combined together. You know what this symbolism right here, you understand this on a spiritual level. You understand all of this. Even this right here, you understand that. You understand what each and every one of these symbols mean here. And it's because if you look at this Egyptian on top of that Wheel of Fortune, you are somebody that has some type of ancient power. And we have the sword in the hand resting on the shoulder. And this is something that's being passed down to you by your ancestors. Specifically a grandpa, a grandfather of yours, or great-great-grandfather. This is where it's coming from. You have this power and ain't nobody can figure you out or could get any type of information on who you are. It's meant to be kept secret or spiritual and everything. They're not going to get anywhere. They're going to end up confused because that's what's meant to happen. You are somebody that has enough respect and the spirit realm respect you enough to have your back and to be loyal to you. And to not allow people, just anybody out there, to read you. That's what I'm getting. Even when they think they read something that's inaccurate, it's not the truth. Because you always you always are flow in a different way. You always have something different to bring to the situation, to the table. You always have something different to bring to the table. You flow differently. It's like just when they think they got you pinned, it's like there's another mystery being uncovered. It's like there's another layer being unraveled like that. It's like how many layers are to be unraveled here? Here's the thing. You have infinite layers. And you know what infinite stands for? It's forever. They can't fully unravel without getting to the core. Because just like I said, energy is energy. Energy is energy. And you have 4 different energies. Earth, air, fire, and water. You also have your spiritual energy. So you're connected with Mother Earth and spirituality. There's a lot of energy here that's all combined together. And you know exactly how to transmute negative energy or other people's beliefs into more success of your own. You're somebody that knows how to manifest great fortune here. By you knowing exactly who you are and trusting in your powers. You have a royal power here. That's all about royal power. If you look up the Owl Horse, royal power. That's an ancient Egyptian symbol that stands for royal power. You're somebody that has a lot of royalty here. And we do indeed have Egyptian. It's in my cards here. Red is also an Egyptian color. So we have, especially the blue and the gold. That even though that's yellow, that could be representing gold. Blue and gold. But we have it right here, sitting on top of that Wheel of Fortune. This symbolism right here, along with this Wheel of Fortune, that's all you need to know. This is something for you to see. It's not meant for everybody else to see. I'm talking about the power that you hold within. And that's what I'm getting here. So let's go ahead and get deeper into this read. So what else do we have? And there's also something transforming in your favor. There's a huge shift and change coming in. This could have already happened. You may be a Virgo or Gemini that this could be happening to. Also have Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio with the Wheel of Fortune. That's those signs. And we have the Nine of Wands reverse. It's like these people don't know which way to turn. They don't know what. It's like the average people. I'm talking about the average people. They don't know, like, how you're doing what you're doing here. Some of you out there, you have had to fight for this position. You have literally had to fight for this position. To unlock certain things. You have had to unlock certain spiritual codes. You have had to unlock certain information from your spirit, from the spirit realm, in order for you to obtain the information that you know for yourself. By going through all these challenges. By going through all these physical third dimensional challenges. In order for you to strengthen up spiritually and to have more respect for yourself by taking accountability, which makes somebody a wise individual. So you are somebody that's wise and you're very intellectual too. You're a master at something. The King of Swords is all about mastery intellectually. They're mastered intellectually. So you have a high level of IQ with the King of Swords. And you're also a loving, giving person with the Knight of Cups. People may like you naturally. We also have the Three of Pentacles reverse. There's going to be people that's going to try to work against you. It's because nothing is ever working in their favor. Because they're not brave enough to work on themselves like you did. To actually fix themselves. And that's a challenge. And you're brave enough to put in the work for yourself. And to accept the challenge and also overcome the challenge. And something is also telling me that you have beyond great work ethic here, what you do for your job. And there may be other people that may want to work with you now. This may be a building where ceremonies are held at right here. Teachings that not everybody deserves to see. This is beyond closed doors in the building. You are somebody that may be seen as one of these individuals that they want to speak to because they respect you like that. You see what I'm saying? This is not in the public eye. This is three people that's in a teaching right here. They want to see what you know. And this is also giving me the vibes of a brick building. This is an organization. But there's teachings that not everybody is welcome into this building to know about. That's what I'm getting. Let's go ahead and see what else is going on. Yeah, the Chariot here. So something that is taken off very quickly for you. The Chariot is all about forward movement. So some of you out there, you may be an experienced mechanic too. Like you could have worked on cars or vehicles. Okay? Some of you out there could have been involved in diesel mechanic. Or you could have been a mechanic for a car. You are somebody out there that may be something to do with a vehicle here. But I'm not really getting a vehicle situation. This is something that's going to move forward in your favor. It's something to do with your intuitive gifts here. It's something to do with the knowledge. Your intuitive beliefs. Something strongly to do with your intuition here. We also have the Nine of Cups reversed. So for a lot of you out there, you have been unhappy. You have felt like you was alone here. Like nobody really appreciated you. Nobody never really appreciated you or shown any respect towards you. Besides the position that you're in today. And for some of you, you are a magician with the Wheel of Fortune. You could be seen by a lot of people. And you have some incredible skill. And I'm getting with the Nine of Cups reverse. Some of you out there may end up being in a relationship. Some of you may not really be that happy on being alone, but it's okay. You're meant to be alone for a reason because you have morals. You have morals. You believe in self-respect. You believe in an honorable position that you're in. And you believe in being faithful and loyal to the core here. That's why you're being called to be alone. Because you're not going to allow anybody to disrespect you. Because of the self-respect that you have within yourself. You respect your powers. You respect your intuitive gifts. You respect yourself. You like to remain clean. This is something that the spirit realm sees about you. That's why they're giving you this blessing and granting you a new beginning as something possibly new that you're being drawn to. Something to do with water. It's time for you to spread your wings and to fly. To go higher in your career for some of you. This is why you're single. Some of you out there may not be happy. It may irk you a little bit or kind of get to you sometimes. But you have to remember who you are, why you're alone. Is it because of people trying to manipulate your energy? There's two ways, there's two things here. Indeed it is. Because you see straight through that with your gifts. People try to deceive you with love spells. So that is the truth. And you're also being called to be alone. The reason why you're alone is because you have the gift to see through things. And you don't deserve the extra hassle. You don't deserve to be put down. You don't deserve to be in a negative vibration. Because everything in this universe is a vibrational frequency. You don't have the time for situations to affect your energy or frequency, which will represent your emotional mood. And if you really look at the word mood, spell it backwards and see what it spells. Doom. That's exactly what it says. Doom. D-O-O-M. Doom. You don't have the time to be doomed. Or to feel a sense of doom. And some of you could have already experienced this by being alone. But it's okay. You is experiencing the truth. Because being with somebody like that would do that to you and to try to deceive you, that's doom. So you're starting to uncover everything the exact opposite of what you believed in at one time. Your beliefs are changing. Or should I say transforming and bringing about change. Because you're willing to allow yourself to accept the change in order to transform. You know better than to go against the universal current of flow. You know better than to go against the current flow of energy in the universe. Because just like I said before, if somebody was, let's say, to jump in a river and the current was very powerful, that current's going to win. The current's going to win. And if you fight against it, it's just going to tire you out. It's going to pull you further out there. And even though people may believe that water is not that powerful, it is. It is powerful. We have it right here because your intuition represents water because of how well it flows through. Because if you look at this imagery of this card, this water is flowing, overflowing out that cup. So your intuition continuously flows naturally. You have a natural flow about you. You may be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You just have this natural gift of energetic flow, spiritual flow about you. And it's like you're going to go with the flow of the universe. We also have the Page of Wands. There's some good in there. There's definitely some good news. So this is giving me the sense that some of you out there may just be getting started or just uncovering something that was hidden from you. And it's very exciting. Like the more that you look into this information, the more that you uncover stuff about yourself, really makes you, it enthuses you. Like you're very enthused by what you're uncovering about yourself by spending time alone. Even though some of you out there may not be that happy, you feel like you're alone, but you're not. When you're fully connected with yourself, you also have the time to be connected within your intuitive abilities and to have that spark of creativity all the time. Because if you're too busy being trapped in an unhealthy relationship or all that toxicity, that pulls you away from your true self. So you ought to pat yourself on your back and remind yourself of who you are. You're somebody that is continuously connected to themselves. And if you was to be tangled up with all these other situations, you wouldn't have these abilities here. Because you would be distracted by a bunch of nonsense. But since you have strong morals, loyalty, and you're faithful to yourself, God's literally reaching his hand out the clouds and blessing you with the blessings that you are deserving of because you respect him when he tells you something. You follow his commands. You obey the higher power. And since you obey the higher power, even though it may have not have made you happy, not everything is meant to be happy at all times. That's energy too. Sometimes, some days you'll be happy, some days you won't. That's how energy works. It's never going to be set in stone. It's multi-dimensional. Some days you're going to feel a rush of excitement. Some days you're going to feel unhappy. You can feel like it's the end of the world, but it's not. It's the end of that frequency. For another frequency to begin of new energy to pour in. With the Ace of Cups here. So a lot of you out there are receiving a confirmation on something with this Page of Wands. You may be indeed starting something new, and it's going to go very well for you. The Chariot is here. Yeah, Five of Cups here. Somebody's not going to be... Some of you out there may be going through a sense of... You're realizing who you are after it's been kept from you so long. And some of you out there may still be going through a grieving process, not because you're alone, but you could be going through some type of change here. 5 represents change, but it's not something to be upset over. This is good news. This is not something to be upset over. This is the rest of your ego literally shedding itself to pieces. Your soul deserves to purge. Because if you keep that bottled up, that's going to trap. That's going to keep old energy trapped. You have to release. You have to release. It's okay to let a few tears fall down your face. Especially when something really hurts you. Or you're really missing somebody that you lost due to them passing away. It's okay to grieve over that. This was life lessons. It happens to everybody. It happens to everybody. We can't control that. But you are also somebody that knows that these people that have passed always exist spiritually. They're spiritually there watching over you. Because your intuitive radar picks it up. And it's like you get a rush of excitement. But yet you end up feeling sad at the same time. Because you can't physically, I'm looking at the Page of Wands, you can't physically wrap your arm around them and hug them like you used to. That's okay. They're sitting there hugging you. When you feel your passed over loved one around, they're hugging you. They're there right by your side. Which is why you feel that level of comfort. But then it upsets you. Because it only lasts possibly 5 minutes. It could linger about the total of 5 minutes with the 5 of Cups. 5 seconds even. Some of you out there has been through you've been through a lot of traumatic events here. When it involves some of your passed over loved ones that you was close to. And this is also in regards to a situation. I don't really see y'all breaking down. But some of you out there are coming to some type of realization. of something that you've been kept in the dark about, because it's all about being kept in the dark. And you're wondering why you didn't figure this out sooner. Some of you out there may be figuring out who your real dad is. Page of Wands can be a pregnancy test. You may be for your daddy. You remember what I've been picking up earlier about a Mason? His daddy may be Mason. And this is something that you're uncovering. And they're not telling you. You're not being told anything, and it really hurts you. You feel sad around certain people. It's like something, you feel something overwhelm you when you around a certain person because you're picking up their emotions. You're picking up their emotions. They know who you are to them. I can't really tell you why this individual don't want to tell you the truth. And that's screwed up. Like, if you want my honesty, it's screwed up. It's like you had to figure this out for yourself. And a lot of these people that was watching you don't understand that you never had a daddy. You never had a blood daddy. You may have had a stepdaddy. Or this could be a mama even. You could even be a female that was missing her daddy. Like you never knew who your blood daddy was. But the minute you get around a man, you feel a very exciting energy. You would feel at home around him. There's a reason for that. Especially when you have these type of abilities here with the Ace of Cups, intuition. Now for the men, you get around this man, and you could have found out about some type of knowledge of his dad being some type, that would be your granddaddy, like your grandpa. That would be your grandpa from your daddy's side. And he was somebody that was a well-known Mason. That was very powerful too. A lot of people respected that man. He was a very powerful man. Very powerful. He believed in loyalty. He believed in being faithful. Your daddy's the same way. It comes from him. Your daddy's the same way. Your blood daddy. He don't believe in all that cheating and lying, doing all that. He don't believe in that. He believes in staying faithful to his wife. Because of respect, he gets it from his daddy. His mama too could have been loyal. That would be your grandma. You had a very loyal grandma. And they're old school. So this is telling me you had parents. Like you're starting to uncover who your daddy or who your mama is. Okay? For some of you. Especially your daddy. I'm getting the daddy. You're starting to uncover who your daddy is. I don't know why they didn't want to let you in this family. But this is wrong on a lot of levels. This is wrong. And there may have been some type of jealousy of who you are. Because they know in their heart you belong to them. They know in their heart that you belong to them, and they're not saying nothing. You may be a spitting image of this individual too. For some of you out there, whenever they was younger, you may be this is like an image. This could be like screenshot, but I'm getting like an image. You may be a spitting image of your daddy. People say you look just like this man, because that's your daddy. That's why. That's your daddy. And yet you hold, if you're a man, if you're a man out there, this whole community knows that. They know you for him. They know you for him. And maybe this type of activity has led to you spending time around this man. Everything that you've been through has led you to spend time around a specific person. And you can swear up and down, the minute you step on this man's property, or you see him, it's like you got that voice that says, Dad, Dad. But you don't call him that. You scared he'd get mad at you. Why do you feel that energy? And yet, the family, some of this family has these abilities. Why is that? Why does that voice, that hunch, say Dad? Why? It's not because you don't know who your father is. I'm going to tell you right now, a son will know who his daddy is, because if his daddy's not present in his life, he's going to have the whole the shape of his father. I'm one of those men. I'm one of those men who figured out who my daddy was. I don't care how much is denied. I figured it out myself. I was in that position. I know what y'all went through. Even though I had a man that raised me, I respect him too. But it's not the same. It's not the same. You always feel this missing, hollow feeling. But yet when you get around a specific person, it's like you'd hear that voice. You'd have the same thoughts at the same time. Why is that? Why is that? You would do the exact same things. Like you're the exact same weight, same tempers. Everybody in this family has the same temper as you. And it's like y'all old school. You are the people that say, you're not just going to talk crap. What you say, you're going to do. This is the type of family you come from. I don't care how much is denied. You don't have to take no blood test or DNA test. It's already in the genes. It's seen physically. You have the physical features of your father. I could care what the rest of those family members say. They already know. They just ain't saying nothing. I'm telling you. That's exactly what's going on here. You are a spitting image of your father. You could be a man, you could be a female here. You may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or you may be a water sign. We have a lot of water here. A lot of water energy here. So I'm definitely getting some type of parental test that wasn't taken since you was a baby. But there's something here that about your daddy. You know that this man's your daddy. Especially if you psychic and you figuring out all this already. You have always been right when it came to your intuition. You're right about who your daddy is. Why do you have that hunch? Why do you have that hunch? But yet sometimes you feel uncomfortable when you're around them. Not in a bad way. You just feel their energy change. It's because they go to this right here. I don't know why they keep holding back. I can go ahead and reveal that, but I don't know why they keep holding back. They just need to come out and tell you. Because this really hurt you here. This really hurt you. It's like they make you feel welcome, but yet you're not welcome to be having your daddy's last name. And you deserve that. You deserve to have your father's last name. You would be proud. That would make you proud to have his last name. And to actually, like, you don't even care about the other family members. But they could be cool with you. You know, it's not like they have a problem with it. But they probably discuss things behind the scenes. And every one of them said, they for him. They for him. Look at them. They look just alike. They for him, I'm telling you. And yet, the blood test, the DNA, all that was denied. Why is that? Why is that such a problem? Why is it a problem to not take a DNA test? Why was that rejected? And yet they got mad at you for it. That don't make any sense. Because they know it's going to turn out to be right. That's why. It's in my cards. Some of you may be a boy here, a man. You're going to find out that that you're for your daddy, whether he likes it or not. You are for your daddy. He don't have to tell you. The spirit realm is making this man highly uncomfortable around you because he shouldn't have did this to you. And he's under judgment for that. It could be an earth sign refusing to take a DNA test here. This is something else I'm getting here, okay? This is involved with the psychic investigations. But there may be an earth man here, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, that refused you here. But yet he's a kind, giving person at the same time. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Didn't I just tell y'all it's going to be revealed to you? You could be a Cancer. Your daddy may be a Cancer, or it may be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. There was some jealousy here. There was some jealousy here. I'm also hearing, I'm getting like a grudge. I don't know where this grudge is coming from. It's like, just when this individual thinks they're hiding the fact that they're your father, their emotions is being revealed through the way that you're picking up their energy here. For some of you. But this is included in the message because there's a reason why you have these type of abilities. And if his daddy is in that high ranking, and he was ranked in that position, and yet you hold the same power as your grandpa, that's even more of a reason of who you are. It runs through the genes, bro. And only a few of y'all are going to have that. He may be jealous because you have these abilities and he don't. That's what I'm getting here. This man is jealous because you have those abilities and he don't. That's what I'm getting. This is where this is stemming from. There's some type of jealousy here. And this is not fair to you at all. Okay, so we got the devil here. It could be a Capricorn. There's definitely some type of jealousy here I'm getting. Jealousy. And it's something to do with your gifts. Ace of Cups here. Page of Wands. We also have the Three of Cups here. There may be a Capricorn somewhere that supports you. It's like they support you with the Three of Cups here. But there's something that they keep hanging on to here. There's some type of jealousy they keep hanging on. They could be trying to hold something over your head to do with your mama. On a bad experience that they had with your parent here. Of some type of cheating. So one of your parents, like it's not your daddy, your mama may have cheated on this person. That don't give this man the right to decline you like that. And I'm also getting that they could have slept around at the time that they were supposed to be with somebody else. But this was meant to happen. It's like this person this person is an overanalyzer here. They will literally put themselves in a bad mood. And shut everybody out. And start ignoring everybody. But you got other people in this family that's the same way. You're also the same way. When you get in a bad mood, you just like to isolate yourself. And it's like, you be cool in 1 minute, next minute, man, screw y'all, bro. I don't want nothing to do with you. That's how y'all. You don't say it. That's what it is. You say it. I had to get... You don't say it. Let's not go there again. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, and I'm gonna get back to the topic of Egyptology and spirituality. Okay, you being a psychic and stuff like that, you having some type of master skill at something. But this is combined into this energy. You have a father figure here. And something to do with possibly him or his daddy. But you have the gift here, and your dad may not. But his daddy does. His mama too may be intuitive or psychic. There may be some relatives in this family that may be of the dark. There's some type of witchcraft and a curse that's in this family here too. And you are somebody that is literally breaking a curse. That's exactly what this is. Your bloodline was cursed by a few dark magicians in this bloodline, but it's not him. It's not his daddy or the mama. It's somebody else that has brought the curse upon this bloodline. And it could be a Capricorn that goes through a lot of mental turmoil that may be your relative here. That people may see them as toxic, narcissistic, but they're not. You have the ability to understand this Capricorn, or maybe one of your relatives. You can see into their soul, and you may heal. Something about you may help this Capricorn heal. When they're around you, they don't want to be mean to you. That's what I'm getting. When you're around them, they don't want to be mean to you. They actually feel like they want to protect you. This may be your sister, your brother, or cousin. They feel the need to protect you. They could have been jealous at you at one time, like jealous. There's some jealousy here, I'm telling you. But it has, like these individuals are finally accepting you for who you are. They're highly successful, and you deserve that. You deserve it. These individuals may not be experienced at having overpowering emotions, at actually feeling pain, because these are the ones that was cursed. By some type of dark magicians in this family was cursed by some of their relatives doing dark arts all the time on them. Messing around with that witchcraft stuff. And there's something that's coming out that you are the person that can heal this bloodline. Your daddy needs to accept you in this family. And the more he rejects, the more this is going to be involved. There are possibly other relatives behind the scenes that has accepted you in this bloodline. But there's something that's holding them back. There's some type of entity that's holding your father back from accepting you and saying, hey, you are my daughter, you are my son. That's to actually accept you. But there's something that's running through this bloodline that's a curse here. Narcissism. Narcissism is running through this bloodline. And whatever entity this is does not want this individual to accept you as their heirs, because they know that you're an angel. You remember what I told you about that Capricorn that may go through some type of psychological warfare? This individual, there's nothing really wrong with them either. They have mood swings because of people that's tried to attack them. And it's like you see the goodness in this person. That's why you never gave up on them. That's why you still love them. You see their potential. Like, yeah, they may have been jealous of you at one time, but it's like they're not going to do that anymore. Like, they greatly appreciate who you are. And it's like they may feel bad because they was jealous of you at one time, and yet you still forgive them. You still chose to be around them. Believe it or not, brother, this Capricorn has a heart. I care less what anybody says. There's something that's going to be revealed here. You're going to be taken off. Some type of conversation is going to be had. It's going to be held. Didn't I tell y'all they got dark magicians in this family? With the magician reversed, and we got the devil card here. There's dark magicians in this family, and it's going to be revealed. And you are the one that's actually different here. Your daddy's different. Your siblings are different. And you are uncovering the fact of who your relatives really are. They don't have any involvement in that. But the people that don't want them in their royal power is doing this to them. I just got through saying there's dark magicians in this bloodline. Here it is in my cards. And you are literally the only one that's revealing like you're in your power, hella successful. It's like you broke the curse, but it's still in that bloodline because you're not being accepted. This man needs to accept. We got Virgo energy here. Your daddy has been attacked by dark magic. He could be a Virgo man. That may be a magician. And it's like this individual don't know why he gets in a bad mood sometimes. Like there's just something that's very mysterious about him. He may be a Virgo man. That's a magician. He may have some type of experience in karate or something. But this individual right here may not understand fully what's really going on spiritually. He has been attacked by the dark arts continuously. This is the type of person that would analyze. They could go to church for a little while and all of a sudden they'll stop going to church because they're being attacked here. These individuals, some of these relatives may be jealous that you may be for him and continuously wants him to go against you here. And it shouldn't be that way. They're doing it on a Capricorn and a Virgo here. That's what I'm getting. To try to cause confusion. It's like they don't want people, they don't want your father to accept reality for what it is. They want things all up in the air. They want screens created about who you are to this man. Or whoever this may be. I just had a whiff of nostalgia moment. Some of you may have remembered this individual's sent something about when you hugged them or you was around them. You may remember how their house smelled at one time. That's a sign right there. There's something to do with these individuals keep wanting to create confusion and they don't want this man to accept you. They continuously want things in the air. Because once it's accepted, this is going to go away. Yeah, Eight of Swords is here. There's a lot of magic, bro, that's being done. Somebody in this bloodline, bro, is very toxic. With the Eight of Swords, the devil, and the magician reversed. We also have the... Look, didn't I tell y'all something about a Virgo? This man keeps denying you. And these people know it. These people see it. There's a Virgo here. This is Virgo energy. That he don't have these abilities. It's because he was attacked by magic all his life. Because you remember what I told you earlier? He may be a fighter. But they couldn't manipulate his fighter abilities. But they manipulated his spirit. They only wanted him good at fighting. Or something to do with a magician here. They didn't want this individual to be... It's like they took this individual, they tried to manipulate his spirit. Just like I said, like this individual 1 minute, all of a sudden their energy would drastically change. Because somebody did this to them. There's a man out there that's a Virgo that needs to do this. This man possibly never fully gave himself to God. He has a hard time crying. This man don't cry nothing. Because if he was to break down and let himself loose, he would free a lot of this woman. You was called to enter this man's life to free him from this. And a Capricorn, a Virgo and a Capricorn, you was meant to free from this type of energy. The more you spend time around them, and it's irritating this devil that you keep going around them. It's irritating them. But somehow they welcome you anyways. They're more welcoming because God's trying to give these individuals the message to let you in that family, allow you to be around them. You deserve to be around them. They may see you as great friends, but there's a deeper meaning beyond this. You're not just friends. That's your family you're spending time with. That's what that is. Didn't I tell y'all somebody is denying the fact that you're somebody's son? This is the son with the baby in reverse here. There's a Virgo that keeps denying his son. There could be a Leo involved here. There's a lot of toxicity here. A lot of toxicity. There's a Virgo and a Leo here that has been attacked too. And we also have the Four of Wands reversed. Something to do with this individual keeps denying the fact that you're his son. There's a Virgo that keeps denying that. And it makes this individual feel bad, bro. That's what he's doing on the inside. This man is crying on the inside, bro. I don't care how strong he is. He's crying on the inside because he knows the truth is out. He knows the truth is out. He denied you since birth here. And now you're a grown person. You see how this baby's in reverse? You're not a baby anymore. You're grown up. And you found out the information by yourself, and he knows that. And it makes him feel bad because he already denied it. Why did this man deny this person? But things are going to move forward for you anyways, okay? Why did this man deny this person? King of Wands. Because of who you are. You're a businessman. So you are a man here. So you're for a man. You're for a Virgo man here. Some of you out there, I'm going to give a description. He may like the color blue, yellow. He may have white hair. He may have white hair. You may have red hair. Reddish tint to your hair. He looked just like you whenever he was young. He may have had long hair down to his shoulders. You are somebody that may have long hair. Your hair grows down to your shoulders. This man had red hair, reddish tint to his hair whenever he was your age. And there's other people in his family that's got reddish hair to them. I'm also hearing something about Indian. Just by the way this nose look, the eyes, the cheekbones, you have Indian. I'm hearing red skin. So you're somebody, I'm hearing red skin. So you're somebody, because I'm looking at the red. So you have Indian in you. You have this reddish brownish hand when you get in the sun. And you get dark. Like you get reddish brown, but you get dark. Yeah, it's like you tan easily. You get like reddish brown. Because you're Indian. You have Indian in you. Your daddy's Indian. People in this family is Indian, bro. This literally look like, look, you see the brunette hair? You see the nose? Like the facial structure? This is exactly what it is. He's denying it because of who you are. You go after what you want, and he felt like he was restrained from doing that. And it makes him feel bad. So he feels like you're doing more than he did. And he's also, he may be jealous of the fact that you can still do things with your body. Like you can move. You can still move. And yet he may be up in age. And he can't really do the things that he used to. But yet you can. Man, this is petty, bro. This is petty right here. Like, this ain't fair to you at all. There's some ego clash in here. This individual's in their ego, and they know it's the truth. They know it's the truth. There's some ego clashing going on here. You are for him. King of Wands in the upright position. You're not a baby anymore. The sun is in reverse. You done grew up from being that baby. So you are somebody that has definitely grew up here, and you may be your own business person, an entrepreneur. King of Wands is a very passionate go-getter. You are somebody out there that's going to take action. You are somebody that's very fearless. You have a very confident, fearless attitude, energy about you. They all know this. And you are somebody that's doing something different than everybody in this family is what I'm getting. But you have some type of abilities like either your daddy or your grandpa, which is his daddy. Who is this Virgo man's dad? He was somebody that was he may have been a sheriff here. That's a badge. He was somebody that a lot of people looked up to. He may have been an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but he was somebody that may have had the power, a very strong power of being a sheriff. That's a sheriff's badge. So your daddy had a daddy that was either a sheriff, and he was very successful. A lot of people looked up to him. A lot of people supported him in this department, in this position. So he was a sheriff. So your daddy's dad was a sheriff here. But he wasn't just a sheriff. He had like that Mason, because we seen that with that Wheel of Fortune. Where do you think these powers are coming from? Really question that. Some of you may have wanted to be an official here, or you have that type of power. People can swear up and down you come across as an official because of your strong, dominant personality. You're somebody that's very fearless because of your grandpa. It's right here in the cards. You don't say him. This time I don't have to say lady, it's a dude. Man, dude. You know what I'm saying? Dude. Dude. Oh, there's my comments. Hey, y'all. So you have a Virgo daddy that has had his daddy may have been a sheriff here, and he was very successful at that. He made good money. He was very stable and very successful in that position. Your dad's dad. You also have the aggression and that fearless attitude your grandpa has too. Your daddy's dad, you have that type of personality. You don't take crap from anybody. Your daddy's the same way. But you are somebody that's just very straightforward. But he's the same way. So your daddy, I'm looking at a badge here. Somebody holding the power of a badge. This is a deputy sheriff. So he had the position of a deputy sheriff here. And he was very successful. Was he a Mason? He was. Judgment is coming up for the first card of the spread. Right here. He was. He may have been a Scorpio, an Aries man. These are the cards that came out. So your daddy's dad may be a Scorpio or Aries. Two major arcanas here. He indeed was. He indeed was a master one too with the judgment card. He was a master. He was a master degree. And he called it out exactly for what it is. He spoke, your daddy's dad spoke his mind. He was either a Scorpio or Aries man. And the spirit realm, he's trying to give you something, give your daddy signs. Hey, let him know. Let him know. You know the boys, for you, let him know. I can hear this man. Let the boy know. Let him know. You could be seeing certain synchronicities that are leading this type of information back to this man's dad. And that's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence. He was either Aries, this is Aries, or Scorpio. And he called the truth out exactly for what it was. He had morals too. He had morals too. He had strong morals. This man was an Aries or a Scorpio. Fire, heavy fire. He may have been an Aries. So your dad, I'm getting that notion. He may be a Scorpio too. But I'm getting that your dad's dad was an Aries. With all these fire, this major arcana teamed up with this 6 of wands. So he was a Mason. A master. When at that judgment with the Fool card, he was mastered. He was the highest ranked Mason out there. And he was a sheriff. Spirits coming through on purpose because they want you to know the truth. Your grandpa wants you to know the truth, even though it may be passed on. He wants you to know that, hey, this is who you are. Your grandpa Mason. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And he would gladly tell you that if he was alive. He would come up to you and let you know that that's who he was. Because they could tell you, they just can't tell you the information or knowledge. They can't do that. But he would tell you. He would have his ring on his finger. He would tell you. That's who he is. Hold on, y'all. I had to plug my phone in. So your daddy's dad is a master. He's a mastered one. And he may have also had involvement. This is a badge. Okay, right here. Why ain't my charger? Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. So he's a master degree. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Like, he would gladly tell you that to it, but he wouldn't give information. He would not do that. But he would tell you. You would see it with the ring. You wasn't supposed to figure this out. Maybe this is why all the activities has been occurring. Man, this is screwed up, bro. This community, something about this community knows you for him, man. You wasn't supposed to find out who your daddy was. Bro, all this is just now coming out. And you're literally your grandpa coming through the clouds and to say, tell the boy that you're him. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, tell the boy the truth. If not, I'm going to tell him the truth. I'm going to tell him you're his daddy. That's what your grandpa is doing. He's giving signs spiritually. He's giving some type of sign spiritually. Something about 0. You may be seeing 0s or 8. Something about the number 8. Something about 8. Right here. 8 will represent they want you to not see, but you see clearly. Your grandpa that was a Mason has literally told you this information. That would explain why you would be guided on that path. Why you have these abilities, why you have this type of knowledge. It's passed down from your grandpa. And there's nothing bad about that. This is something that you was called to do. Wow, the truth is out, y'all. The truth is out. My cards not gonna lie. If y'all want any information on who you, I mean, you can't use tarot as to determine DNA or pregnancy or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this your daddy. It's in my cards. He's an Aries man. Okay, this is not going to resonate with everybody. This can resonate with a few people. He was a deputy sheriff. And he was also somebody that called the truth out with a judgment call. He told it like it was. And he had respect and morals. And this man was very intimidating too. That would explain your intimidation here. Because you not only get it for your daddy, from your grandpa. These individuals right here may not be doing too well behind closed doors. There's something that's not going too well behind closed doors. With a living situation. In regards to this information here. It's like this person is fearful of you knowing the truth. They're fearful of you knowing the truth. And you already figured out, like they're scared that your abilities are going to reveal everything to you. And it has. His daddy, something about his daddy has came and gave you signs and told you who this man is to you. He's an Aries. This is Aries energy. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. You didn't spend time with your daddy at all whenever you was little. You may have been around him on and off. And you notice how you have the same traits as him and the rest of his family? And you get along with him? Something about your hands? You may have big hands. And they may have always found some type of excuse to try to not make you feel like you're part of them, but you are. Your grandpa is literally telling the truth and coming out the clouds and giving you signs of synchronicity. As I say, he is your daddy. My son is your daddy. I'm going to tell you. He don't want to tell you, I'm going to tell you. Your grandpa's telling you. He's an Aries man. He knows that they're keeping this to themselves. He knows that. It's like they've been running with this deception ever since you was born. And he's watching over you. Hierophant reverse. This is somebody that stood hard in their power. This is Mason. I'm telling you right now. He is somebody that's watching over you. This is somebody that usually this can represent like going against like corruption, but no, this has nothing to do with that. This is somebody that stood hard in their power. With the Hierophant reverse. He was somebody that was very challenging. And yet he's watching over you. He's watching over you because he knows this man, it keeps on denying this. He's watching over you. And he's purposely giving off signs, possibly while you're around this man, to give off signs. And you may have had a hard time discerning what he was trying to tell you, what those signs was trying to tell you. It's literally leading you that you're in the presence of your father. Your grandpa's telling you. That's crossed over. He's telling you. And just like I said, your daddy looked just like this whenever he was young. Red hair down to his shoulders. Red hair. Reddish tint to his hair. And was just like you, very fearless, strong, and powerful. Some of you, he's a fighter. Right here. He was a fighter. He still is a fighter. I'm just talking about whenever he was young. Very aggressive. This man didn't take nothing from nobody because of his daddy, your grandpa. And Aries is a warrior. So this man is an Aries, which would be your dad's dad, an Aries man. He's a warrior. That's a very, very, very tough sign, yeah. And this is exactly how he is. It's like they quiet until it's time to not be quiet. Bro, my cards are literally calling the straight truth out on the situation because people have been using the dark arts to keep these individuals blinded from the truth here and don't want you to figure it out. But you figured it out. It's falling back upon these individuals that are really not happy where they are. They're not happy that something about, they're not happy at the fact that they didn't tell you. It's just something makes these individuals uncomfortable when you're around them. I'm going to tell you why. Because this information that I'm revealing is the truth. Every time a family discussion goes on who looked like who whenever they was younger, you are left out. And you feel some type of energy, uncomfortable energy, because they're thinking about you. Your daddy's thinking about you. It's all through their heads. Well, they look just like you too. They just ain't saying it. You're a spitting image of them. Just like I said, you're a spitting image of your daddy. You may not have white hair yet. You may have strands of white hair. Where's that white hair coming from? And it's in the same areas that your daddy had whenever he was young. Come on, man. I forgot what card the King of Wands is. I forgot what number it is. But some of you out there may have you may have reddish tint to your hair, but it's like you got like some type of white to your hair. And it's in the same spot that his was in whenever he was this age, bro. It ain't no coincidence. He didn't say it. Boy, your grandpa all over this jam. You ain't about to let him get away with that. He's sitting there calling that shit out. Ow. No, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make sure you know the truth. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make sure of it. But here's the truth. He knows in his heart. He know. He know. He knows. And it's like the more that these signs be given off, and there's a reason why they talk about the family here while you're around. There's a reason why. Because they're guided to talk about the family. Because they want him to be reminded of who you are to him. He keeps denying. He keeps avoiding the truth. And somebody, which is his daddy, is coming through them clouds. And letting everybody see signs as to say that, hey, that's your son. That's your son. Stop avoiding it. Stop avoiding it. Or otherwise, I'm going to bring upheaval in that household. They may be living in their parents' house. Something to do with his parents' house. They may be living in that house. But they're not happy. They're not happy behind closed doors. Because you're not happy. You're not happy with this man not claiming you as a son. And your grandpa don't like that at all. It don't set right with him. You may have been guided to this man's grave a couple of times out of nowhere, and you never had that happen before. This is a grave. You may have been guided to this man's grave. There's a reason for that, because he was trying to tell you something. He knows that you're upset that you didn't have your real blood daddy around. He knows that. He's still in this house. His daddy is still in this house. He's still in that house. Something about I'm looking at zeros here. 222, 220. There's a lot of twos here. 220 or 40, 44 or 22. And we also have 111 here. You're receiving signs for a reason here. And there's nobody else in this community or whoever this is, because it's something you went through. There's nobody else in this community that you talk to, that you associate with. It's because you're going where your heart tells you to go. You're going where your intuition guiding you to go. You being guided to be around your family that didn't claim you this long. This individual's house number may be 222 or 220 or something. I'm going to call it out. Spirits coming through me, because this is wrong, bro, on so many levels. Whenever you ask them to do something, they avoided it and made you feel shut out. And your grandpa, bro, is angry. He's still like he's always gonna love him, but he's angry at the fact that. But it's like he tries to do small things by not telling you physically that you're for him. He's a good man, though. He's a good man. Your dad is a good man. Even though he ain't saying nothing, he's a good dude. Especially his loyalty speaks for itself. He's a very loyal guy. And you see straight through him. Even when he's in his bad mood. You can feel it. You can feel it. And yet you don't have that connection with nobody else out there, because that's your daddy. That's why. You know whenever something upsets him. You know when something don't set right with him. Or something upsets him. Or he's in a bad mood. They're not really doing too well behind closed doors. And I'm getting it's something to do with your grandpa. That's been revealing signs in this house while you're there, to show signs that, hey, stop denying him, because you're here, bro. Stop denying him. You may be a man, because this is a boy. The blue stands for boy. Okay, or it could be a girl too. But this is a boy here. The test would have came back positive. If you would have took that test, came back positive. You don't have to take a test though, because these cards, everything that's in sync is going to confirm. If you've been experiencing these type of strange synchronicities and this activity recently, it's a confirmation that you're for him. Specifically a Virgo. That's what it is. Something about the number 11, 111. That's crazy, bro. How you're like, this is all linking it back to that Wheel of Fortune of who you are. You have literally had to uncover who you are this whole time by yourself. And yet you're guided to hang around the same people and celebrate with the same people here. But behind closed doors, there's no happiness here. And there's something to do with your grandpa, his dad. That's not allowing them to truly be happy. There's some problems behind closed doors. It's because you don't deserve to be. You're for sure his son, y'all. You're a man out there, you're for sure his son. You got reddish tint to your hair right here. Your daddy had a reddish tint to his hair. And this is what he did ever since birth. And you always felt like he was your daddy? Guess what? That's because he is, bro. He is. The baby on the sun card usually has blue eyes. So you or somebody that may have had blonde hair, blue eyes. Somebody that may have had blonde hair and blue eyes. But now he may have white hair and blue eyes. Blue's right here. Kind of greenish bluish. Like a light colored blue, like blue. It's right here in my cards. That would explain that Egyptian bloodline. That would explain where your powers generate from. Because you had a Mason as a family member, which is your grandpa that passed away. He was a master 33-degree Mason. And that would wrap it right back around to your 40. You're being called to keep it on going. You powerful enough to rank up to that degree for some of you out there. And you are somebody that's very loyal too. You're somebody that's very loyal. Very fixated in your ways. You hold a lot of honor and respect. You help people out with generosity. You're somebody that don't believe in cheating or being disloyal to the people that you really care about. You will protect your people. You are somebody, if you're a man, because we are getting a man's energy here, that's going to uncover the fact that the Virgo is his daddy. You are somebody that has that brotherhood respect for other people. That's what that is. You didn't deserve any of this. And you're not the problem. You're not the problem at all. I want you to know your daddy loves you. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen. If somebody, even though you could defend yourself, if somebody, even the thought of somebody trying to hurt you crosses his head, it pisses him off. He don't like that. He may be in this hermit energy right here, bro. If he's a martial artist, this man will come on, bro, and literally fuck somebody up. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's who he is. And your relatives too. Why you think you feel protected around them? You feel like you're at home, because you're at home. Even though they make you feel like you're not, like they do make you feel like you're family, but they don't want to straight out say it. But you are. It's right in my cards. It's right in my cards. There's nothing wrong with you being his son, man. There's nothing wrong with that. There was just a lot of dark magicians in the background doing black magic on this bloodline here. That didn't want them to accept the truth, but yet your grandpa is glad that you figured this out. He's the one that told you, because it literally felt like he was being disrespected in his own house with you not knowing, because that information can be told to you. Like, that's not no Mason info. No. You are somebody that deserves to know who your blood father is. You deserve that. You deserve that. And this really ticked this man off. It really ticked him off. This Aries man, he really got ticked off by this being denied. because it's a form of disloyalty. Because he was in, it's like he was in, he had his dad. And this really bothers your grandpa that your daddy wasn't there. And it maybe causes some type of unsettled feelings in this home when you're there. Because of this being denied this long, just like I said, ever since birth. You could have went to this man one time and told him. You have a hunch, you have a feeling. And he could have tried to get mad at you or shut you out. The truth's out, though. The truth's out. It's right here. The truth's out because they wanted to continuously like that with the Seven of Swords. Your dad's upset, yeah. This man cries on the inside. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He cries, and it don't make him weak either. You see this man's heart. You see who he is. You see his heart. You see who he is. And you also know in your heart that your daddy. It's like, but if he was to accept you, brother, that would make your heart, you would feel that feeling that's not hollow, that would go away completely. It would blend like that. You deserve to have your heart healed by this man here to accept you. And as long as this is denied, the longer there's going to be a lot of uncomfortable feelings that arise when you're in the presence of these individuals and they talk about how their other relatives, how they look like each other. You are somebody that looked just like your daddy whenever he was young with that red hair right here. I'm also getting Indian. Yeah, you're Indian. Look at that. The feathers right here in the hat. That could be like a bow and arrow. That, bro, Indians use bow and arrow. I'm telling you. There's an Indian, bro, there's a hat right here. Something about a hat. There's something significant about a hat with a feather in it. You're Indian. You're the same Indian as him. I'm telling you, bro, it's in the bloodline. Indian. You're Indian. That's why you have red hair, just like your daddy. Indian. You also look like if he's got brothers or sisters, you look like his brothers, his sisters. Definitely his brother. You a man, you look just like his brothers, bro. Everybody in this family could have spoke up and said something. You look just like his brothers, bro. Just like them. Your cousins. You look like your cousins. And one of your cousins is a dark magician. But that ain't no part of you though. Bro, this the truth gonna come out, bro. There could possibly be a Taurus here that may be one of your relatives. That's not doing the right thing. That may be going through a divorce. Taurus here, that's kin to you. Don't have to be, but the Hierophant reverse could be a Taurus. You got a Leo that's kin to you. Yeah, it's right here in the cards. You don't see him? Got a Cancer that's kin to you? And all these people have been behind the scenes saying, you're for that guy. They know you are. They know you are. And when you're around, they just want to keep it quiet. They want to keep, but it makes them feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they know the truth. They possibly have the hunch that since they know that you're psychic, that you have figured this out with your abilities. But little do they know, the grandpa that came out the clouds and let you know the truth for himself. As I said, you're gonna claim the boy. That's his exact words. You're gonna claim the boy. You're gonna claim that boy. I'm not gonna keep it far. I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna let him know real quick. You're gonna claim that boy. That's what the man's saying. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what it is. Your grandpa love you, yeah. Even though he's gone, y'all, he's still in this house. That's Someone's telling me that that's his house. His house. That's his house. He gonna stay there as long as he want. And it sounds like to me this is synchronicity. He's giving signs inside of this house here. And it's coming from him. You remember the Aries that I picked up? He's an Aries man. And I specifically asked. And it's revealing he is. And that's all I will say. The knowledge and all that's not going to be talked about. No. Nope. It's not. I just wanted to find out if this man, that's his daddy, is that powerful energy, was he a Mason? That's all I wanted to figure out. And yep, it's revealed. Yep. The Fool is here. This is a yes card. This is a yes card. So your grandpa was the 33 master. He was the 33-degree master. And this has been passed down to you. It could have possibly skipped over your daddy and ended up going to you. And yet you were the one that's carrying this strong power around this community. Yep. And you refuse to tell anybody anything about that. It's a respect thing. I ain't telling you nothing. I mean, yeah, you could talk about the third eye spirituality, but it's way, bro. It's way deeper than that. Way more to it. And that's something that you have enough respect for the spirit realm. And you know intuitively, nope, you ain't knowing nothing. Nope. It happened. And you want to know something? There's people out there that respect you for that. Even though you don't have your degree, bro. Some of you out there may already be involved. I mean, you may be one. But some of you out there may not even have your degree, and it's like you have that much respect for them to not talk, you know what I'm saying? That's something right there. It shows that you're a trustworthy person. You're very loyal. You're a loyal individual. Very loyal. Just like I said earlier, I just want to confirm, rather not, because I was picking it up in my reading. The reason why you have these abilities that you may be embarking on a new journey here with that power, that specific power, is because of who your grandfather was. And he was very successful at doing it. He was a leader. Your grandpa was a leader. He went against the grain. He spoke his truth. And a lot of people respected this man for it. That's what it is. So you got him by your side. You definitely got your grandpa by your side. Even though you probably never met your grandpa since birth here. He could have passed away when you was born or a little bit before you was born. You may not have had a chance to meet him or to actually recognize him. Your grandpa loves you. That's why he's giving you signs like that, because he's the one that actually cares about you and loves you. And he respects you because of who you are. And he also loves the fact that even though this was denied, you still go around this person. You still make it a point to help him out. And you're a very genuine, generous person here. Because you're an angel. Your grandpa knows you're an angel. An earth angel in human form. And he's very proud of you. He's very proud of you. He watches over you at this house too. Because that was his house at one time. Still is his house. And this is the type of information that some of y'all out there are starting to gain clarity on. And there was a lot of manipulation that try to keep you from seeing the truth. And you've seen it anyways. It's going on to these individuals right here. They're being attacked by that. And you can feel it. That's another reason why you feel uncomfortable. You can feel them being attacked by somebody in this family that keeps doing that to them. But anyway, this is what I have for y'all read. Y'all, this will not resonate with everybody. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate that. The link is in the description box below for donations, if y'all want to donate. And just like I said, some information I will refuse for all eternity. I said what I had to say, and that's what that is. That's a respect thing. But anyways, y'all take it easy out there. Much love to y'all. Thank y'all very much for the love and support. I greatly appreciate that, y'all. But that's really all I have for the read. Let's go ahead and get a closing message with the Kipper. Yeah, message of concern here. That's like something that's concerning these people. The community is concerned. Toiling and laboring. It's like this community is concerned because they worked against you. Or they could be concerned because you're not the truth to do with your hard work ethic. You're putting all the hard work into what you do for your job. And it's concerning this community because you're figuring out the truth with your job. Yeah. It's like you figuring out the truth. Like there's nothing anchoring you back or holding you back from finding out the truth. It's like people are coming out from the heavenly realm to give you the answers that you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Of course they're concerned. You may be a main male concerned or a main female concerned. They're concerned about how much you know here because God shined his light down. You deserve to know who you are. You deserve to know what bloodline you really belong to. You ain't meant to be shut off from them. Yeah, this could be a married couple. Your daddy may be married. He may be married. And they're concerned. They're concerned. They're concerned because they're in bad health. They're concerned because of the messages that you may be getting, just like I said. Because you put in a lot of hard work with yourself. And they're scared that you are uncovering something here that was hidden from the community. It's like you wasn't supposed to know who your blood family was, but yet you are anyways. Why is that a problem, dude? This don't make any sense. You ain't dead. That's what they gonna do. They gonna be in bad health because you are figuring out the messages that's coming from the spirit world, and they gonna sit there and be concerned about it. That's what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Didn't I tell you this man got white hair? Now you gonna sit back in the chair and be concerned? Come on, pops. You know what I'm saying? You gotta smile, pops. Don't be upset. Smile. Be happy. Be happy, pops. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be happy, man. Can't be all upset. Come on, man. What they gonna do? What they gonna do? They gonna sit at the table and be concerned there? Because they know you're right, bro. They know that you figuring out something. I'm telling you, they know you figuring out something. Yeah, they're gonna sit there and lay up in bad health, but they don't have to be in bad health. Open up their windows and air the house out, damn it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, look, now they gonna lay in bed and be in bad because you found out the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's like your strong personality and your leadership qualities is very concerning to this community, and it's concerning to your daddy and their wife here. It's very concerning. They also don't know how you made it out of this situation with everybody trying to work against you in this community, working against you, tirelessly working against you. Like, how can I say this? They was working against you this whole time, yet you still pulled through everything. Because you deserve to be in this position. You deserve respect. And I'm getting this community that's going to respect you. You was denied in this community even. And that's where your daddy lives. In this community. It's saying in my cards again. Now they go sit back in their chair and be concerned. Oh, wait, let me put on a suit first. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, there ain't nothing to be concerned over. Why ain't people happy, man? They supposed to be happy. Why they want to be upset? You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, wait, let me go put on a suit first. You know what I'm saying? Let me put a plant on the table so I got, you know what I'm saying? Man, come on, Pops. We got to have the sunlight. The sunlight got to come through somehow, man. The sunlight, the truth eventually going to be shining through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like now somebody has no choice but to just sit back in a chair and accept the truth because it's already out there. It's like they want to lay in their bed, bro. I'm telling you, they want to lay in their bed. That's your daddy, bro. I'm telling you. The light has came through. And these people may be married. Your dad may be married to somebody. They may have got married at a very young age. This is red hair. Remember how I told you something about red hair? There he is with red hair. He don't have to look like that, but he had red hair. So he's married. He's married. He may have had a total of 3 wives. 3 is here. He may have been married 3 times. And that really pissed him off. And he don't know why these people would do that to him. And one of these people that he was married to was your mama. But they split up. So this is not your mama here. I mean, some of you are cut. Nah, that's not your mama. If it's like if that was your mama, then you would still be at your house. But this is somebody else. So this is not your mama. That'd be something like your stepmom. So he may have been married 3 times. That would be the 3rd time. That's what I'm getting here, y'all. That's another thing that's upsetting to him. You know, that just shows he was loyal. Like, and you're a loyal person too, just like him. I'm also getting the sense that he don't feel right because he didn't have you with the person that he loved, and it makes him feel awkward because they're not together, and yet you were in the picture. That's something else I'm getting, because this person that is with him don't have kids with him, but yet there's somebody else that maybe another wife or whatever has kids with him and they was married. That's just the vibes I'm getting. It's like he don't want to. It's like he feel like he got to be perfect, and he don't want to have kids from all different people. Bro, it don't matter. It don't matter. Like, nobody has to be perfect, bro. Like, you are a blessing to your daddy. You're a blessing to him. Look how good you turned out. Look at who you are, bro. You come from him. You make the whole bloodline look good. You know what I'm saying? You make the whole bloodline look good. You make your daddy's side look good. You make his side look good. You're a leader. Just like your grandpa. Just like your grandpa. You're a leader. Bro, who wouldn't be proud of that? This individual spends too much time analyzing and trying to be perfect. That sounds like a Virgo. That sounds like a Virgo. My mama was a Virgo. That's how I know. It's like they spend too much time being concerned rather than seeing the truth for what it is and being proud of you. Like, damn, they don't have to be in bad health. Yeah, let's just sit here and sit back and drain ourselves and deplete ourselves of all our energy and just go lay down and be upset at the fact that you're fam. But yet, you don't want that make, you know what I'm saying? I get passionate with the reads, okay? You know what I'm saying? What? You want me to just sit there and just be one way? You don't want me to show expression? Of course it's concerning. It's concerning to me. And I'm the reader. I'm reading this shit. You know what I'm saying? What they gonna do? Broadcast it to the community? They're afraid the community to find out. Who cares? Who cares what the community wants, man? You know what I'm saying? That's what they gonna do. That's what they gonna do. And your eye too. That's another thing. Look, the main male here, your eye. Your eye. One stands for eye. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Like you may end up getting a message from him, man. He tells you. They may end up getting fed up with being in bad health, or this just making them feel bad, and they just eventually tell you. That's what I'm getting. How does this man feel about this person? That's his son. He's in despair, bro. He's in despair. This man goes through it, bro. He knows, because he knows you for him. Your daddy knows you for him. You feel his father. That's the 5 of Cups right here. You feel his energy. You feel his sadness when you're around him. But he don't have to be that way. Like, damn. It don't have to be like that, Pop. Come on, man. Hold on. hard to feel. What? Like damn. Like this is him. 5 of Cups. Right here. Didn't I tell y'all he's heartbroken? He feels the loss. He feels regret. This is him. Over you. You the main one here in this community. That's very successful. And he knows that. The community knows that too, possibly. But he's upset over the fact that you are for him. And he didn't tell you. So he does have feelings. So that's telling me he does love you. Your daddy loves you. Your daddy, and he knows you're a gifted person too. You ain't fake. You ain't fake. You the furthest thing for being fake, but he know you the real deal. Your daddy know that you about the truth here. He know that you very gifted too. Didn't I tell you daddy loves you? Like, not the lovers like that, but your daddy loves you. Yeah, man, your daddy loves you, bro. He does small things to make you feel accepted. You may visit him more often, and he is approachable. He's not intimidating. Bro, especially if your daddy has white hair. So that's telling me he may be up in age if he's got white hair. He knows that not everybody's going to live forever. He needs to tell you. That's his own free will, though. He don't have to. He could still keep it to himself, but that's wrong, bro. He knows it's wrong. He knows it's wrong. Every time he sees you, he sees a boy that just wants his daddy. So, all right, you could be a female too, but I'm getting like a man. So every time he sees you as a man, but a boy that just wants his daddy around. He is your blood daddy. You don't have him around. But he is around when you go around him. Your heart hurts. Your heart hurts not being around your blood daddy. And it affects you in adulthood too. You get these sudden waves of sadness when you're around him. It's because of this energy that he's in. Because now you're grown up. He sees you as somebody that just wants his daddy. And he understands that. He does. He understands that. You want to be around him. You may be a grown man or not. I'm going to tell you right now, bro, you deserve to be around him. Spend as much time as you can with him. Even though he may be up in age of white hair. It don't matter. It don't matter. Spend as much time as you can with him. I'm going to tell you right now, he loves you. He does love you. He does. He don't have to tell you that. He loves you. It's right here in my cards. If he's in this energy, he loves you. Your daddy loves you. And he sees you as a man that just wants his daddy. And he knows that it hurts you too. He knows that it hurts you. He can sense it. This bad energy, this curse will be lifted, yeah. You was meant to break a curse in this lifetime. And to lift a curse off your daddy too. You was gifted to him as his son. This powerful son that he has. To break him free from that curse by him accepting you in his family. at helping heal a lot of things. Their marriage will be healed too. That uncomfortable feeling will go away in that house. That your grandpa is upset. That judgment's coming down on him for doing that. For denying you and not want to possibly not even want to go there to take a test, but why? When the signs are there in front of their face physically. Yeah, your daddy has white hair. White beard, possibly. And he's got like red skin. See that redness? He's got like red skin. That's him. That's him. There's the white hair. Didn't I tell you that? That's your daddy. Yeah, man, that's your daddy. That's your pops right here. That's him. You got siblings. You got siblings too. Possibly a Capricorn. We had Capricorn energy. We had Taurus. We also had Scorpio. You got siblings. But anyways, y'all, this is what I picked up within this type of information due to the beginning part of the read. But things are turning in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune. Things are definitely turning in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? But anyways, y'all take it easy out there. Much love to y'all. If you want to leave any donations, I will have a link in the description box below. And I will see y'all some other time, bro. Peace.